Hey guys, yep, the next thing I'm going to have to make for this bike is a side cover. That thing right there goes here. So I've got to work out the size of it, go off what I can with this photo here. I've got another photo over there. So yeah, I've also got to make a seat, but I'm not doing that today. I'm going to try and make this side cover. Anyway, so what I've done is measured that. That's 70 mil. Alright, give or take a little bit. So I've measured that on the photo. That's 16 mil. So I've just worked that out from that. And this is what I've come up with. That's the basic size of it in there. Right, these side bits will get folded over. It's basically going to get built up from that. There's my pattern there. I'm going to cut that out of what I'm going to use. I'm thinking of making it out of steel, but I'll probably think I'll make it out of alumunium. I've got some 3 mil there left over from those other things. Might as well use that. I just got back from the alumunium shop. I've got this stuff here. It's 1.6. I've also bought some 2 mil, so I'm thinking of making it out of the 1.6 first. I'll see how that goes. It'll be easier to shape it, but harder to weld it. So cut this out and see what happens. I'm thinking of making a bit of a buck out of wood first. That's my pattern. It's made out of Australian hardwood. I cut it out on the bandsaw and then linished it and then filed it, sanded it with this thing, some 40 grit. Now that's basically what I want it to look like, but I'm going to make it out of that. Now the plan is to anneal that. I'll clamp it to that, tap it down around the sides, and then trim the corners and weld them. Hopefully it'll turn out good. Something like that. The bottom bit's the one I'm forming too, but I'm just clamping that to the top just for now. Alright, smash it down. Well, there's the first rough out of it. We'll see how it goes. I might do it a different way yet, but I'm just trying this method. I might use the thicker stuff. We'll see. You know, this is the first rough out. The corners have to be trimmed, welded, and it's got to be dressed up. So overall, it's not too bad so far. Well, there's one corner done. Oh, it still needs dressing up and a little bit of filing and stuff, and edging. But it's a damn new TIG welder I bought. It uses a lot of gas. Like there's something going on. I've got to go and ring someone and see why does it use so much gas. The post flow, it just keeps coming out. I can't find a leak. And like welding this real thin stuff's tricky. It's actually 1.2. It's not, yeah, it's 1.2 mil. It's pretty hard to weld that. But you know, I'm not complaining about that. I'm complaining about the gas. It shouldn't use that much gas. Anyway, I'm going to go and find out why. I can do these corners tomorrow. Yep, decided I'm going to make another one of these. Out of 2 mil. At 1.2 is just a bit too hard to weld. We'll see how it goes. It's turning out alright. I'll just see which one turns out the best. Well, this one's lighter, but I actually want that edge to be a bit wider. I made a mistake there. It fits, but I just would prefer it if it was about, I don't know, 7 or 8 mil wider. The bottom bit got wider instead of the top. I didn't line the pattern up correctly. Anyway, got that cut out. Glad I bought that linisher. Linish that after I cut it with the jigsaw and then filed the edges nice. Just put some slits here. I'll work out where they go when we bend it. Well, there's the first sort of rough out of it. I've got to work on the corners, trim it, weld it, get it all welded, then I can finish shaping it. But if you're ever working with aluminium, always handy to heat it up. You anneal it. You only just need one of them things. Pretty much the right temperature. Is that done? Still trying to figure out this welder. But at least it's welded. It's got plenty of penetration. I'll be able to file that off and you won't see it, so I'll get there one day. I don't know if it's getting video. you bang it, but the final thing is fire it. Better than a flat bit of steel. That's like a bit of a progress report. Done those two corners. Have to start working on this one. So we'll weld that, then trim that, and then weld that one. Some pretty good penetration in there. Right. Yeah, one corner to go. See that? Not sure what camera it is, but whatever. That's not finished. Once I get this corner up to that stage, then I'll trim the edges where I want them, and then I'll just go over and file finish it up. Sand it, whatever. I might even put a little bit of bog in it, who cares? It's my bark. That's pretty much it. You're done. First one, it's made out of that 1.2, it's made out of 2mm. It's a little cut out there, it goes in the frame. I'll probably clean that a little bit. That's what it's supposed to look like there. And that's pretty damn close. And it sits there. I've got to cut a couple of slots out and put them in the top there. So that just clips in like that, and then drill a hole in the side there, bolts into that. This looks like a ball one. Where I drill a hole in the side, I'll make a little trim piece for that where the screw goes. So it just looks exactly like that. Alright, thank you. Thanks for watching. Alright, next thing I've got to do is cut a couple of slots in the top here that fit in that. I'm going to make them look neat. So that'll slot in, drop down. And then I'll make the bottom section once I get that done. Not as easy as you think cutting a slot. I've tried different ways. I've come up with a couple of 3.5mm holes. I've got that 3mm end mill mounted in vise, move it across and then file it. That's the only way I can come up with. I've just got to make sure they're in the right spot, otherwise I'll have to weld it all up and start again. Well, that's pretty much where I want it to sit. About like that. Make sure that's right. Yep, there are my marks there anyway. Right, I'll pretty much get. I can do it other ways, but yeah, I'd like to just do it once, get it in the right spot, one get in the first hit. Drill 2 holes. I'm going to cut the slot with that end mill. There's the first one. Trim it a little bit more. Mightn't seem like much, but they're not easy to cut a nice neat slot like that. You know, I've got to do one beside it. Hopefully it'll be in line. Pretty much got that lined up. The slots are in the right spot, the hole's in the right spot. Just a little bit of trimming. I'll make the mount for down the bottom section here, and that can be primed and painted. It's going to be silver. Same colour as that tank. Same colour as I'm painting the Norton. It's silver on the picture, so that's the colour it's going to be. I think the reason they're very rare, they're rare as hen's teeth, these things. That's probably one of the only ones in the bloody world. Because they're made of steel and they just rust away. People take them off, don't put them on, they get lost. So this one's aluminium, it'll last it'll probably last a while. And now I'm going to make something that looks like that. And then I can put a screw in and off, on and off, and hopefully it won't scratch anything. I'm just going to start with that. It's a bit of, what is it, 32mm round bar. You might use that, turn a little hole in that. About 6mm. Start with this thing. back, just drill a hole right through it, 6 mil. The cross slide, when you push it forward, it'll cut on an angle. Done. That cuts an angle. Pretty much the shape I want that thing. Going a little bit further. Alright, I'll turn this off for the shape I'm going for. I've got this thing here. It's off a Yamaha RZ500 I used to own before I jammed it into a car. I could use that. I've got two of them. They hold the little cover over the back seat, make it look like it's got a single seat. I'm not really sure if I want to use that, but let's see. Anyway, that's basically what I want now. I'm just going to cut that off. That's that big little sleeve there, just down to fraction over 12 mil. So I'm going to cut a 12 mil hole in that part of mate, and that'll be the. I'll just clean it up a bit. And that can sit in there, and that'll be that little part on the picture, and then put a thing in there to screw it, to put it on. Well, I've nailed that. I'm just going to make like a knob thing that you can take it on and off with. Just going to cut that off around there. I'm going to make it shorter. It's too long. I made it deeper so I can tap it. It's already tapped. I'm going to screw a bolt into that hard, and with Loctite cut it off, and that'll be the thing that you take the side cover off with. That's those bits there. Done. One side cover. The thing I made, you just undo that. Undo this part here, that other bit stays there. The knob's a bit different, but I can't really see how it goes, so that's how I'm making it. Overall, I'm pretty happy with it. It's the first time I've used that new TIG. I've got a bit better at it since then. Had a couple more goes. Anyway, that's done. Thank you. Thanks for watching. Thanks everyone that's subscribed too. I appreciate it. Thank you. I'll put a bit of spray putty on it. And just wait a little bit for that to harden up, and then I'll put some silver on it, and it's done. I'm pretty happy with it overall. It turned out pretty much exactly how I wanted it to. Anyway, thank you. Thanks for watching.